Good evening. I am Luis Argueta, and I would like to thank the Canadian Film Institute and the 19th Latin American Film Festival for having chosen my film ABRAZOS to be shown at this year's festival. I also would like to specially thank Ambassador Rita Claverie de Choli for having invited me to attend this festival, which unfortunately I'm only able to do via this message. And last but not least, I would like to thank all of you for being here tonight. As an introduction to the film, I would like to tell you how I came to make it. It all started in the summer of 2008, almost 7 years ago, when I read an article in the front page of the New York Times by Julia Preston, the New York Times immigration correspondent. The article told the story of Eric Camite Frejas, a federally certified interpreter who, along with 13 others, had been hired by the federal government to go to Iowa to work interpreting for the immigrants that had been arrested on May the 12th at the town of Postville, Iowa, at the largest meat kosher plant in the country. Eric Camite worked for 2 weeks during the arraignments and during the sentencing of the workers that were arrested. And this impacted him so much that he wrote a 14-page essay that Julia Preston talked about in the article. And the essay is titled Interpreting After the Largest Immigration in the U.S. History. What Mr. Camite wrote was something I couldn't believe. The way these workers had been treated, the way the women had been addressed, the way that all the arrested immigrants were processed in a judicial assembly line where the government provided them with one attorney for every 10 immigrants was something I could not believe. And I said, I need to go see for myself. So I went to Postville with the intention of being there 4 days, interviewing 2 or 3 immigrants, and then posting these immigrant portraits in a series that I have on YouTube called Voices of Silence. However, I stayed 2 weeks, and instead of 1 trip, I took 29 trips to Iowa to complete what is now a full-length feature documentary called Abused, the Postville Raid. After the film was finished, I began a tour, an outreach campaign showing the film at universities, high school, faith-based communities, immigration conferences, labor conferences, anywhere that I would be invited, I would go. I also showed the film at 17 international film festivals. In one of those screenings, I found myself in Worthington, Minnesota, in the northwest corner of the state. After the screening, a woman that you will meet today in the film, whose name is Lisa Kramer, came to me and said, Luis, I have gone many times to Guatemala with my church on mission trips, but I had never met Guatemalans until I began to work here in Worthington. And now I have many friends who are from San Marcos, Guatemala. We became friends and we would talk often. And one day Lisa called me and said, Luis, my first grandson has just been born and I love spending time with him. She said, I also discovered that there are many kids in Worthington who have never met their grandparents. They're U.S. citizens, they were born here, but they have never gone to the land of their parents and of their ancestors. What do you think, Lisa says to me, if we took a group of these children to meet their grandparents for the first time? I think it's a great idea, Lisa, I said, and I will help you as much as I can, and I would like to make a film about it. That is how ABRAZOS was born. To end these remarks, I would like to tell you exactly the same thing that I told Pope Francis last December the 10th in the Vatican, when I had the honor of delivering a copy of Abused, the Postville Raid and a copy of ABRAZOS to him. Here are the Guatemalan stories that have touched my heart and changed my life. I said that to him, and I say that to you. I hope, in a small way, they will also touch your heart. I hope you enjoy the movie. Thank you.